Hello. I'll be right back. That's better. Let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Paige from The Sims Resource, and today we're going to be reviewing the new Dream Home Decorator pack. I've split the review up into cast, build, buy, and gameplay, so you guys can all follow along, and I hope you like it. Let's get into it. So in this pack, there are 59 new cast items, and they're mostly hairs and clothing for majority females, teen to elder Sims, but they're kind of scattered throughout. There's a couple items for toddlers as well. The style is pretty classic. As you can see, I literally own the green jumpsuit that you can put your interior designer Sims in, so I like it. But I will say that some of them are still a little bit prone to that EA thing where like the waist on the pants hit really low for some reason. I don't know why this is such a thing on them, because like I don't think low-rise jeans have been in since the mid-2000s, and this game came out in 2014, and low-rise jeans have not been in once since then, and yet EA just keeps putting them in. Then we have a bunch of tops. One of my favorites is this little like button front cardigan. I think that's very trendy, it's very in. I just also love pastels right now because it's almost summer. I also love that there's a lot of plaid being introduced. I love the plaid culottes. I just love a culotte in general right now. I wish they hit a little bit higher on the waist, but again, as we know, EA has an issue with putting pants at a proper height on the waist. Or I guess maybe for some people an improper height. But there is a pair of really high-waisted bootcut jeans that I'm kind of obsessed with, and I will be using a lot. Honestly, I looked at them and I thought they were CC at first because they looked so nice. So, good on EA for that one. We have a couple accessories. We have some big chunky hoop earrings that I like. We have some layered necklaces, and we have this really fun paint swatch earring that I'm a big fan of. I think they're so cute. And just, I think 3 hairs, technically 4, but one is a baby hair variant of a different hair. Those are technically 2 hairs, but I kind of count them as 1. We have like a longer, flowier hair. I actually think I put it on my sim for most of the gameplay just because I liked it. So for men, we have a lot of variants on the female styles, a lot of the same tops or outfits, but are just like male variants of them. And the same unlockable outfits as well. We have a pair of cargo shorts and some cargo pants and some work boots as well. We also get a long, very 70s like swooshy hairstyle that honestly just made me think of WandaVision. We have this like shaved kind of curly hairstyle as well. And then for kids, we have the same hairs for female children, with the braids and the baby hair variant. We have just a couple tops for both genders. We have a dress for female children, and then a couple pairs of pants as well for female children. For male children, you get the same 2 tops and the swoopy 70s hair, and toddlers get a shirt. Toddlers of both genders get the shirt, and that's it. So there's a lot of build buy items in this pack. There's over 100 new items actually. I should know, I counted, and I'm not very good at math, so there may be more than that. I just don't know how to count. There are a lot of loft beds with different options for putting desks underneath, or tables, or even another double bed if you're really trying to fit a lot of people, or if you have a tiny home. And they're all very modern in style, but very neutral. Think like IKEA, but in a good way. It's very neutral. Everything comes in a variety of neutrals, but also some pops of color. And that means that you can really create like all sorts of rooms with these pieces of furniture, and they won't look at all the same. I kind of created a bunch of different rooms when I was testing out the pack, and I found that like the same couches and like a different swatch looked like completely different to the eye, especially if one was in like a neutral and one was in a super bright color. There's also bar stools. There's I think 2 new kitchen tables, a bunch of desks, some like modular mirrors, and, which I think is super cool, we have some ovens that are placed within counters, and then some stovetops that are placed on countertops, which means that you can mix and match how your stoves and counters go, and I think this is the coolest. And then you also have some mini ovens that can be placed on counters if you're trying to save space, as well as a really, really cute kids playhouse. I thought that it's so adorable, you guys. I really wasn't expecting anything good for kids in this pack, but like, it's so cute. I don't know how else to say it. It's adorable. I'm really happy with the build buy from this pack, and I would really recommend it if you like to build like at all. So now on to the gameplay. The most important part of a game pack. I was going to say unless you like to build, but this is a building pack, so actually it is the most important part of the pack. So the main focus of this pack is to become a dream home decorator, an interior designer. If you read the TSR blog, you'll actually know that I write the Room Reno series, and so this is very near and dear to my heart. I love renovations, I love changing up spaces and just seeing what the potential is in them. So I was very excited for the gameplay aspect of this pack. So you sign up for the career like you would pretty much any other Sims career. It's just check your phone, sign up for a job, if only applying for jobs in the real world was like that. And then you can select a gig. It's like the freelancer career. So you can work whenever you want. You just sign up for the gig and it'll tell you what date it's on and for what hours. So you start out with room renovations. Those are the only things that you have unlocked at the beginning of the career. And so the household will say, we've come into some money and we want you to just redo a room however you like. And then you'll go to their house, you'll talk to people in the household, and you'll find out what their likes and dislikes are. They'll have likes and dislikes for not only colors, but styles, which are a new thing that was introduced. And when you go into build by, you can now filter by style and find the exact category of item that you're looking for, or not looking for in the case of families who don't like certain things. So I think I ran into Victor Fang, who didn't like patio furniture, which was fine because I was furnishing his apartment. I don't know why he was so concerned about me putting patio furniture in his apartment, but okay. I will say that the career is a little glitchy, and by a little I mean sometimes it's fine and sometimes it's really glitchy. I found that early in the career, the household didn't really tell me which room to renovate. I was just kind of given free rein of the house when I went to build and buy. So I kind of just did wherever. I did a whole living and dining area in one house, but then I also did just a kitchen in another house because I just didn't want to do the whole bottom floor, even though that wasn't supposed to be unlocked to me yet. And when I was eventually given the ability to renovate a floor, I was not actually able to take down walls or even repaint the walls. So that was a little weird. And actually, the entire time, I could not, for the life of me, manage to paint the walls without having to go one tile at a time, which is very frustrating and definitely pretty weird. I still had fun, though. I will say, I had a lot of fun with the pack, even if the glitches were present, but I will say that I had to stop playing because as soon as I got up to level renovations, it just, wasn't working for me anymore, and so I just ended up putting down a bunch of random furniture just because I was trying to get the job done, because I was trying desperately to get back to a gig that would work. So it does vary, and I would say I'm hoping EA can patch out some of these glitches sooner rather than later, because I was having fun with the career despite the glitches, and I think that if the glitches can be patched out, it'll be a lot of fun. But until then, hard to say. So final thoughts on Dream Home Decorator. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? What's good? What's bad? So I had a lot of fun with Dream Home Decorator, and I think that the cast and build buy items are beautiful, and I'm going to use them all the time in my game going forward. But the career as of right now, which is kind of the main focus of the pack, is really, really glitchy. And frankly, I wouldn't recommend buying it until EA has patched out a lot of these glitches or has figured out a fix to them, because it's just not that fun if you can't actually play the pack as it's meant to be played. I had to stop playing after I hit level 3 because the level renovations just weren't working for me anymore. And I've seen a whole host of other glitches from other players online as well. So I think that this is a good pack to wait on and just see if they can get some fixes out. Or if you just really want to play with the items, you can get it now. But I think it will definitely be worth the $20 US as soon as they can get these glitches patched out, because I think the concept is super fun and the items are beautiful, and so once they get this career running properly, I think that it'll be really worth it. So those are my thoughts on The Sims 4 Dream Home Decorator. If you have your own thoughts, be sure to leave them in the comments. If you like this video, or you're still here and you didn't like it, you should leave a like, just for the engagement. And be sure to say goodbye to Isabel. Bye, Isabel.